In this last year, I've actually had some major health problems in the last 2 years, which have really given me a new appreciation of the world in which I live. I didn't think for a long time that I'd be able to actually even ever get back to surfing or even get back to painting for that matter. So for me now it's such a, I feel so privileged to be able to even do the things that I love to do so much. I'm very, very fortunate in that I can go down to the beach, and there's so many people who just aren't even able to get out of bed to do anything. So I'm really, really blessed to be able to do those things. Having been through what I've been through has just heightened my sense of really wanting to be able to capture those emotions and feelings that I feel for the sea, so that other people who maybe aren't able to get out of their sickbed can actually look at those pictures and be transported to another world. I love just going down to the beach. If it's great for surfing, I'll go for a surf. If it's not so good for surfing, it's fantastic for sketching. So I'll do sketches and come back and hopefully get some inspiration for a new painting, or even sometimes just the fact of being on the beach inspires a whole new set of paintings. Being able to get back to surfing again has been amazing. I absolutely just love the sea and love even just being able to paddle around in the ocean is the most wonderful thing. The other day I was surfing out at Tea Tree Bay up near Noosa, and there was turtles popping up next to me. And how many places in the world can you go and just on any given day be surrounded by such magnificent wildlife? And that actually made me want to come home and paint. When people look at my paintings, I want them to get a feeling that that they could walk on the sand or jump on the rocks or want to grab their surfboard and go for a surf. That's the kind of feeling I like to generate in my work. This is the rocks at Yurumba looking south towards Markula. It has an amazing sort of a green moss that grows on the rocks there, which is absolutely beautiful. And you don't need much sort of encouragement to want to paint somewhere like that. It's just beautiful. This piece is done in the Noosa National Park at Tea Tree Bay, but it's not Tea Tree Bay looking out towards the surfing point, it's looking towards Enos and the north shore of Noosa. It was really late in the day, and the light at this particular time was just magic, and I knew I just had to capture it and paint it. I did paint this from some sketches that I'd done and a couple of photographs at the time just to capture that particular light. And I really love the feeling in this particular painting. I like to work from the back of a piece to the front, so I'm sort of gradually moving forwards. I don't always work that way. Sometimes I work from just an all-over tonal sort of a painting and then work everything up together, but generally with the seascape paintings I like to work from the sky forward. I don't know why, there's no particular rhyme or reason for that. I like to work up the sea in fairly thin layers to begin with, and try and keep the white out of it until the last possible moment, because white can really bugger up a good sea. I don't just work in seascapes. I like to play around with different styles and different moods, really. I like to do still life setups. It can be very relaxing to have something just set up in front of you that's not moving, because the ocean is constantly moving, and it's a big challenge to capture that feeling of the ocean. So sometimes it's nice to have a setup that isn't going to move, except for fruit, which can go rotten, and flowers which will wilt and so forth, but those are obstacles that are easily overcome. I haven't done very much still life lately, but it is something that I think I will go back to doing. But I try not to just become too boring in what I do. I like to mix it up a little bit. Sometimes, depending on my mood, an abstract just comes out, or I might feel like doing florals, or it just really depends on my mood. I absolutely love where I live, and I'm so thankful to be able to live in such a beautiful place in the world where I get to paint pictures of all of this beauty. And I'd really, really like for other people to be able to see more of my work and to get to some appreciation of this magical place, and to be able to share in my passion, basically. That's what I hope to achieve.